There's a lie that has been told to everyone chasing success, that personal growth happens in bursts, that you need a sudden aha moment, a big leap, or an instant transformation to change your life, that a single act of inspiration can rewrite your destiny. It's not true, not even close. The real truth about personal growth is far less glamorous, but infinitely more powerful. Consistency beats talent, motivation, and even brilliance every single time. Growth isn't an event, it's a habit, it's a rhythm. It's showing up again and again, even when the results are invisible. Today, we're going to explore why consistency, not luck, not talent, not quick fixes, is the real engine of personal transformation, and how you can harness it to become the person you've always wanted to be. Personal growth is a compound effect. Most people misunderstand growth. They expect it to be immediate. They want the results before the effort. But real growth works like compound interest. Small, repeated actions, when applied consistently over time, create exponential change. One day of effort doesn't transform you. 1 week doesn't transform you. Even 1 month rarely produces dramatic change. But over months and years, the repeated actions, habits, and disciplines accumulate, creating results that feel almost magical in hindsight. This is why so many people quit early. They show up once, twice, or even a few times, see little progress, and assume the effort isn't working. They fail to recognize that growth is invisible at first. Consistency is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's the slow burn that eventually ignites massive transformation. Every step counts. Every small action matters. Every day you show up compounds into the person you will become. Consistency builds identity, not just skill. Personal growth isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. And who you become is determined by what you do repeatedly. When you consistently act in alignment with a goal, a new identity starts to form. For example, someone who reads daily doesn't just gain knowledge, they become a reader. Someone who exercises consistently doesn't just improve their body, they become a disciplined person. Someone who practices patience, resilience, and gratitude repeatedly doesn't just develop skills, they become a better version of themselves at the core. Most people focus only on skills, hoping growth comes from isolated effort. Winners focus on identity, understanding that repetition rewires the brain and creates the person capable of sustaining growth. Consistency is how behaviors become habits, and habits become identity. Without consistency, growth remains superficial. With consistency, growth becomes who you are. Consistency trains the mind to overcome resistance. The biggest enemy of personal growth isn't lack of talent, it's resistance. Resistance takes many forms: procrastination, self-doubt, fear of failure, and the desire for immediate gratification. Consistency is the antidote. Showing up every day, even when it's difficult, trains the mind to push through resistance. Every time you choose action over inaction, your mental muscles get stronger. Your willpower grows. Your ability to handle discomfort expands. Most people wait for motivation or inspiration to strike before they act. Winners act regardless of motivation because consistency rewires the brain to value discipline over feelings. This is why the people who achieve extraordinary results are rarely the most motivated, they are the most consistent. Motivation fluctuates. Consistency lasts. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. Personal growth is often misunderstood because people focus on big results rather than small actions. They want the visible change before they are willing to put in the invisible work. But growth rarely comes in leaps. It comes in steps. 1 extra hour of learning each day may seem insignificant. 1 mindful choice, 1 reflection, 1 disciplined habit might feel tiny. But when repeated consistently, these actions create massive momentum. Imagine planting a seed. You water it, care for it, and expose it to sunlight every day. At first, nothing seems to happen. Weeks pass, then months. And one day, a tiny sprout emerges. That sprout grows into a tree, but only because of consistent effort over time. Personal growth works the same way. The key is patience. Small, consistent actions, compounded daily, eventually lead to results so large they can feel like overnight success. but only because of the invisible consistency behind them. Consistency reduces anxiety about progress. When people chase personal growth through erratic, inconsistent effort, they experience constant anxiety. They worry. Am I doing enough? Why am I not seeing results? Maybe this isn't working for me. Consistency solves this problem. When you create a reliable, repeatable system, you stop obsessing over results and start focusing on effort. Your progress becomes predictable. Your mind stops spinning in doubt. When you know you're showing up consistently, results eventually follow. Your confidence increases because you are no longer dependent on motivation or immediate validation. You trust the process because you are committed to it daily. Personal growth becomes less stressful and more sustainable when consistency replaces uncertainty. Consistency teaches you patience and persistence. The modern world has trained people to expect instant gratification. We want results yesterday. We scroll for hours, expecting life to change with a few clicks. But personal growth doesn't work that way. Consistency teaches the hardest lesson most people need: patience. It teaches that real change takes time. It shows that persistence is more valuable than speed. And it trains you to keep going, even when you can't see the outcome. Most people quit because the result doesn't arrive fast enough. Winners keep going because they understand that consistency is how long-term success is created. Over time, patience becomes a habit, and persistence becomes second nature. These traits separate the people who grow from the people who stagnate. Consistency strengthens discipline and focus. Discipline is a muscle. Focus is a skill. Both require repetition to grow. Inconsistent effort weakens these qualities because the mind learns to negotiate and procrastinate. Consistency forces you to prioritize. Every day, you commit to a habit or action. You practice discipline. Every day, you resist distraction and stick to the task at hand. You strengthen focus. Without consistency, you rely on fleeting motivation. With consistency, you build an internal structure that keeps you moving even when inspiration fades. This structure is what enables deep, sustained personal growth over months and years. Consistency isn't glamorous, but it's powerful. It turns chaos into order, distraction into clarity, and potential into results. Consistency creates momentum that feeds itself. One of the most overlooked aspects of consistency is momentum. When you show up repeatedly, it becomes easier to keep showing up. Every action builds on the previous one, creating a force that propels you forward. This is why habits are so important. A consistent routine reduces decision fatigue. It eliminates the question of whether you should act. You act automatically, naturally, and efficiently. Momentum compounds. One day of effort builds the foundation for the next day. One small success encourages another. One positive habit triggers additional growth. Inconsistent effort creates start and stop cycles that drain energy and hope. Consistency transforms effort into movement, movement into momentum, and momentum into transformation. Consistency allows you to track progress accurately. Growth is hard to measure when your efforts are erratic. You can't see patterns, improvements, or trends when you're inconsistent. Consistency gives you the ability to track progress accurately. You can look back at weeks, months, or years of repeated effort and clearly see how far you've come. This feedback strengthens motivation, boosts confidence, and reinforces the habit loop. Without consistency, even the most talented person can feel stuck. With consistency, progress becomes tangible, measurable, and undeniable. It's not about perfection. It's about repetition. And repetition gives clarity. Consistency builds unshakable self-belief. The final, and perhaps most important, reason consistency drives personal growth is that it builds belief in yourself. Each day, you follow through. Each habit you maintain, each small effort you repeat silently tells your brain, I am capable, I can do this, I can grow, I can achieve. This internal validation is far stronger than external praise. When you know you've shown up consistently, even when no one is watching, your confidence becomes unshakable. Most people rely on external validation to feel capable. Winners rely on internal consistency to know they are capable. That belief fuels further growth, creating a cycle where effort begets confidence, and confidence begets further effort. Consistency transforms self-doubt into self-assurance. It turns hesitation into action. It turns potential into reality. Personal growth is not a one-time event. It's not a sudden revelation. It's not a miraculous overnight transformation. Growth is the result of consistent, intentional, daily effort over time. It's the unglamorous, invisible work that compounds into extraordinary change. Talent, inspiration, and motivation are valuable, but they cannot replace consistency. Consistency creates the habits, identity, discipline, and momentum that turn ordinary effort into remarkable results. So if you want to grow, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop hoping for a sudden spark. Stop chasing quick wins. Start showing up every day. Start building small habits that align with your goals. Start trusting the process, even when results aren't visible. Because the moment you commit to consistency, personal growth becomes inevitable. Not someday, not eventually, but every single day. Consistency isn't just a habit, it's the real key to becoming the person you were meant to be.